Europe. Palimpsest of languages. Innate fate. Bird. Bird, prison animal, does not bring anything together. I suggest everyone pull back. The shell, the sea. He talks repeatedly. What does he have? Silence. Eyes flutter, gas in the veins, stay until the end. Secret. Mystery. Death, that's the way it feels. Whether it urges, sweet, tempting, or scary, a life is never there. Death was terrible since childhood. I approach half-drawn, half-searching. That's what it's about. Endless sleep eliminates the desire. Is infinitely tired. Always a trustworthy companion. He then gives love. Many start early. Enjoyment, small stuns, speeds up life. When will it be true? Never for prisoners. Nothing is enough. We live in the fortress, then we're expelled. Others are already waiting to take their seats. Existence for dissolution, without consequences. Enjoyment, what is it? Chemical repetition. I'm breaking the jail. It's like suicide. We hold on. Life. With the hair. Come with the hair of the goddess, full of desire. Here lies the weight of exhausted, paralyzed limbs. Above the body, which does not even carry itself, are infinite masses. Exhausted soul, barely lit, all around pressure. Rapist, give all the strength, the last rest, drink death with love. The deceased is still on the threshold, his back against the pressing door. Stares without hope for the last gap. The end lasts until the last day. He petrified in the mud, breaking over the edge. Nothing but the goal of life, but do not call. Nobody hears, nobody saves you. Ridiculousness, worse than death. Dying every day, bloodless, soul, hair and nails. Hair of the goddess, blood waterfall of love, tide. He does not have the strength to yearn, that's the last stop. Cover his horror with hot kisses. He asks about his body, trouble. Be without hope, torment and shame. Clinging to the abyss, only worried about itself, full of fear. Do not give gold for the egoism of the horrified. In a short time so sick and bald. Vampires suck your kisses, just to delay the crash. The desperate pulls you down. Flee the sealed fate. Terrible force, terrible power, infinite wall. Deprived of freedom, is not master of eating and drinking, emptying, sleeping. What's stopping the machine from continuing to feed the fighters? Is the madness screaming? Are people outraged? Only fear, as far as fate is known. Betrayal and desperate imprisonment justifies power. In the past, execution was a deliverance, and public incineration shone, but the concrete of power swallowed despair. Where once rage rose, today is invisible fear. What is tight? What is tight? Walk away. There is no place without owners. Everywhere is working, so I gain the power, otherwise others, yourself, claim yourself. Cannot you stand that? Does the heart hurt? Does not the belly want to bluff? Brothers long for power. Power struggle kills brothers, drives irritated flowers, no angel for the wrath of love. Chatter rages and drowns in the hatred of others. The fear of the last loss leads to madness. Blind horror, suicidal rage at the bottom of the cauldron. When the last place, walls, closes, anger, fraternity of the attacked sweeps away. If I answer the angry with hatred, what do I have of his madness driving him inside? Anyone who claims to love the angry man does not feel sorry for the wavering force. Does he leave the oppressed path? I do not take anything with me. No objects, thoughts. To dare to be naked and do not foresee anything is not just an amputation. There is no memory. Where no clue hinders experience. Where power arises, one leaves the crowded boardroom, himself in a bed without a future. What the lover does not know, forget. I keep walking until the dead leg lives again. Not with deputies. Who knocks? Who knocks on the locked door? In such an hour without limits. Is the sucking mouth, naked whole beauty, long-forgotten longing? The familiar comes in, closed door, open. Fear, on other days only sham. Room on the edge of nothing. Pure, body, breath, desire, what was a dream yesterday? Objects, old thoughts, with fervor, so often devoured with her. Night, night, ear, left, right wheel. He carries the brain out of his head through his neck. Petrified chest, abdominal pain, abdominal joint, limbs in the area. Only no more blood, here only no communication. Body part alone on itself. Angry over the muttering listener. The mouth does not move anymore. Which death will you die? In cement, outer layer, no feeling anymore. The innermost still shines a little. Dark prison, meat, nerves. No more breath through the walls. No one for a long time. Heart without breath. Choking certainly cannot be his shield. Waiting for miracles. The exterior irrevocably dead. With last gap interrupted, last supply. Floating, floating thinking, floating brain. Hover, freedom, merciless grip, circumstances. Imagination, document. Poor, poor man and without love. Poor woman. Without jewelry, means of beauty. What tomorrow? Will you have money for bread? Poor, will you have love? Sadly, and you'll be beautiful. Night, needles of iron, glass. It's cold. Damned addiction. Brandy, cigarettes, lust, exhaustion. But for the pleasure of the body no effort. Day of the female god. Weather dark column high seat, surrounded by bushes, on green belly. Velvet cover of the forest on the sides. On their bliss, lake, eye, reed eyelash. Lovingly see, shiny golden cheeks, dark shimmering neck. Animals on the skin, licking. Stretched legs, high seat. Energy beam, far shining views. The blood of the encounter on the stems. I do not suck on your neck. Do not tap between the eyes. Do not blow through your arm and leg. No possessions. Fear of collapse. Hopelessness. Not a pity to ask. Shake hands. Stars. 10, 1,000 kilometers. Sky, vault, dome, tent roof. Quiet. Silent river, marsh otter. Farm river, drainage ditches. Mosquito river. Bath in the evening, muscle flow. Silver bubbles rise up. Short caves, bubbles, pikes, catfish. Flooding on the meadow. Farmer and fisherman, no friend. River, soft, curvy. Swimmer in beds. Hair flows around him, timeless. Night. Suck, hug, relax. Limbs into it, stomach falls, production torments are eliminated, airways released, brain continues to swim. Nice farewell, or not get away. Fear, cruel buyer, also tries night shift. Thin skin of the sleeper, trembling flesh. Extra profit tomorrow already gone, headless shaker. Lovingly hugging sleep. Quiet country. Restless. Nothing strengthens the sick eater, fills up when there is no food left. He pours, eats, it does not help, it does not strengthen. So his should be placed around a strong body, but he does not have one. Only the appeal to continue eating. Food brings nothing, full stomach. Life energy sunstream, air. Carry into the cell. Need cells. But food, drink is deceptive. Once again suddenly spared death, naked disorder, life. Who collects the unbearable, hidden? Nobody guesses senseless, liberating. Have I always considered that, the downfall of the angry, the strife, the millennium? Dream, sponge walked, breathed, slept with the night. Yesterday, a few minutes, a strange age. We return to the unreal. Wasted. Not as if it had never reached him. Once stood for 3 seconds, beamed, past comet. But as always frozen, without trust. He did not ride back, the light of this body faded. Comes back after millennia, long since disintegrated. cave desert, unworldly, go on, nobody cares. Crossing, entry without return until he is completely subjugated. Meaningless from one point on. Boring course. Light left, top, front. I wait several years. Disappointment. Free, annihilate annually. What is it? It's through life. Freedom, sing. Without hearing. When was the last time I looked through mine? Deeper and deeper. Irresponsibility does not help anymore. Dreams naked. The dream of the naked back shows the pleasure we thought will never be found. But animal life, tender sister, desiring none. Mother compassion, hugs you. Woman, helps the skin. Do you want to have? Can go. Fills only once, lives in death. Looking moment fills up. Speak to you. That's how it is. Always, everywhere, everything. Especially out there together. Alone. Not alone on the other side. You have nothing, only death is enough. Closes only once. Say. I say it. Riparian forest beside river bird nest. White skin for dark place. Rose, twice elderberry bush, water lily. Steep dam naked between island and land, over rapids. Water vortex. At the top you hardly realize that everything is broken. Vamos, do it. Music from hands, blessed croup. Black pillows attract fruits, or testifies, sweet, eternal dust. Drink the other side, inseparable, mingled. This time it is not so far. Either strip or into. Not long, tomorrow for the public, no illusion, no more blood. Iron throat, a long way. Fear, piercing bosom. Prisoner, tortured, separated. Eternal shame. Unloved, disgusted, at last wall means silence. Soft, warm, sweet. Reptiles, mollusks, sun, sand. When that starts to flow, it breaks. Once a circle, inseparable. Infinite forces out of nothing. Clear brain, body, sweetie. Simply fed, no addiction. Terrible, within reach, not to start. Lush, her lush leaves, branches, roots. Endangered residence. Between the lovers the birds exchange. Above, in the vertex vertical flash. Obviously meaningless. Enormous overcoming, even if only the fingers move. Disgust. Terrible body sensation. Terrible tower. Large. Great. Show it to you. Stop. Lie down. River. Mountains. Poor. Blissful. Every fiber. Nervous. On the way. Young. Dreaming. Likewise. Beyond this page. Everywhere. Strong living tree. Desolate height. Distant apartment. In the sweet valley. Young life, sweet wish. Daily poison, betrayal. Sun, oxygen, move. Against the envy of power. Tender drive, vein. Cellulose bubbles free of charge. Falling to dust forever. Only left. Necessary memory, love. I am careful, but never again. Have that. Forgot death, now he came. Forget life. Now a piece is missing. Summer is over, now comes the fight. Desire for rest. Take it with you. Thousands of words are already too many. 60 sarcophagus drops. Another target. Torn from the flow of life. Torn from the flow of life. A stagnant, foul, poisonous water. The aquatic animals have died. Plants spoiled. Miserable. Who drinks here? Enjoyment of life. Joie de vivre beyond the wall, urges the memory. But paralyzed in the mud, even the dream of breakthrough is ridiculous. Only from beyond can movement come. Only the mighty current itself can break the prison, suck that dead arm, and release the poison in the infinite ocean of life. Dreadful, terrible illusion. No sweetness for the mouth. No body for the paw, no body for her hands. The endless emptiness of the stomach, the terrible abyss of the legs. Go, madness. Here I am. Here I wrestle with the day that is not considered. But what consolation does the night have for the caveless who are thrown out of the human lap in the open field? The cold wind of freedom trembles. Come, pictureless, wordless, odorless dream. The only human encounter that inherits is death, the goal. An expected fateful act, not lovingly divorced, becomes soft and fluid, is killed at full speed and serves for freedom. I greet. Accept the murderous fight, give up. The sun goes every day, we cannot escape without harm. Do not deny the need anymore. But when no participation is expected, do it alone. Picture is reality. If I used to live on Earth, now I live in a machine. I used to feel the skin, now everywhere the brain. Man, where are you? You died. Life never comes. The sun warms the carcass. This night devoured the stomach, casting shadows and swallowing ropes. Elephant's last hope, the only yearning. Snowfall of human scale. Gravity of the living, whence, what, where, could communicate in 10 seconds after hovering. White, untouched treasure, lovers fall by the throat, pour into it. Your courage, the only light and the only warmth in infinity. He blesses the kisses of courage. You love the desperate in his revelation. He should leave hope. What to do with hope? Baptism of fire. Baptism of the dedication. You slept in the other cave, and nothing has changed the face. I flow. I stream as air falls like rain, snow trickles like water and rises. I suck in, lie in the water. Eat. Undaunted, intrepid mouth, incorruptible neck of this body, uncompromising eye and heart. The only hope that the pain is not in vain, oh never to touch. I say yes to courage. Sincere as the great devil. It was completely gone, now it is found again. It's here tonight. Thunder day and night, what is the question of meaning? Complaints pleasure, keep it up. Yesterday morning horde in cosmopolitan city. They stand here today and without backbone. Terrible testimony, mother soul is alone. What should complain about the skin that turned out? Should I be worried? That leads to where the sweet souls have all their strength, nothing to be rigid, the bitter taste of the reward. Why did not anyone say that? Everyone just praises. They want to make themselves popular, but nobody listens. Everyone is lying. Everyone looks like that. Of course, no luck. The empire, the realm of the senses not reached, not open sky. Gorge days, grid night scene. Would have if it would come, otherwise it would not know. It is over, the memory rises. We keep it as if there is something left. Then burst like soap bubbles.